Last time I was at Dollar General, I picked up this beaded wreath. Let's DIY it.
I think the best new item out at Dollar General is this beaded wreath. It is so gorgeous for $10. I so hope that you guys can find it. Now, I really loved it just the way it was, so I just wanted to add a simple bow. You can use any ribbon. This ribbon is a fall ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to tie a tight knot. Then I'm gonna create a loop and tie a bow, pulling it so it's nice and fluffy. And the thing with bows is you just wanna keep working with it and adjusting it until you get that desired look that you want. Then I will cut the tails off at an angle, trying to make them as even as possible. I'm gonna hot glue the tails in place so it doesn't go anywhere. And this is a great item to hang anywhere in your home.
You're gonna need a clear container and some twine. Start by cutting long pieces of your twine. You're gonna take 2 pieces of twine, hot glue them right underneath the lip of your jar. You're gonna do this all the way around your jar. Once you get that done, you're going to take 2 pieces, clamp them together, and hot glue them in place so you create kind of like a triangle. You're gonna repeat this step 2 times down on your jar. Once you get all of the twine to the bottom of your jar, you're going to pull 2 pieces together, cut it off in the center, and hot glue it in place. Repeat that all the way around. Next, wrap the top half of your jar with twine. And you can fill it with some of your favorite florals. I think this one looks really high end. So if you guys have been eyeing this wall art that I have over here, I'm gonna show you how to make that next. So I started by grabbing 3 white jars that I had. You can thrift these, you can use ones you already have. I used a pitcher and also like 2 little jars, so you probably already have something like this on hand. Next, you're going to need some sort of macrame cord. I will link to the one that I love down in the description box. It works awesome. So just go click the link down below and it'll take you straight to the one I use. So to create a macrame for each one of my pieces, I'm going to pull off 6 long pieces of macrame. Once you have your 6 strands, you're gonna start by tying a knot at the base. Then you can place that big knot on the bottom of your jar, and then you're gonna go around the edge and take 2 of the strands from 2 of the knots and tie those together, creating 3 more knots. And you'll repeat this again. You're gonna take 2 of the strands, tie them together, creating another knot. Now this should allow you enough knots to hold your vase in place. If you have a smaller container, you may not have to do it as far up. I know I usually try to tie the knots until I get to the top of the container. Next, I'm just going to gather those pieces together and then I will hang it on a stick that I cut down from my backyard. You can use any stick, anything you have. If you don't want to use a stick, you could use like a 1x2 board. This is literally a stick from my backyard. And I'm going to tie it to that stick. Now I'll repeat those steps, putting the macrame together for all 3 of my containers. And I'll add those to my stick. You also kind of want to step back, so I kind of tied them loosely and figured out where I wanted the placement until I tied them really secure, so if I needed to move something. Next, I'll just trim off any excess pieces on the knot. I'm going to start by adding in some neutral florals, but if you wanted to add in fall colors or blues and greens or any colors you love, you could totally do that. Dollar Tree also has these really fun pumpkins on a wood stick. I'm gonna place those in there as well. If any of them are too long, just trim the stick down to where you need it to be. You guys, I love the way this turned out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, but this is probably my favorite project in this video. Next, I'm gonna show you how to make this adorable pumpkin garland. I found these pumpkin pom-poms in the fall section at Walmart. They come in a bunch of colors. I went with the yellows and oranges. I also picked up some black pipe cleaners, and that's what you're going to use first. So take your pipe cleaner and you're gonna fold it in half. Next, you're gonna make a 1-inch loop where your pipe cleaner is folded. Then you're going to twist the loop and hot glue it to the base of the stem. Then you're going to wrap around the excess pieces about 2 times. Then to curl them on the edges, I just grabbed a dowel rod and I'm gonna twist that on either side. And that's how you create a stem for your pumpkin that's gonna work for your garland. Repeat this step for all of your pom-poms. To attach them, you're going to need a long piece of twine. I'm also going to be using the fishing line that I was using earlier. So cut off a piece of fishing line, you're gonna loop it through that black stem loop that you created earlier, and then you're going to tie that tightly to your twine. Now you wanna make sure that your pom-poms are evenly spaced. So grab any object you had. I had this foam brush. I'm gonna set that in between my pumpkins, and then I'll attach my next pumpkin on using that foam brush as my spacer. And I'll repeat that until I have all my pumpkins added. These are great to hang up on your fireplace. You can also put them on a door. They're super festive. You guys know we couldn't get through this video without recreating a high-end find. And the find were these candles that I found off of Crate and Barrel. And I love this ombre look to them with the wood underneath. So I went to my thrift store trying to find something similar to this wood piece because I knew Dollar Tree wasn't going to have like a wood candle. I found these really inexpensive little wood candles. Honestly, you could grab any wood item from Dollar Tree and I'll show you how to get this ombre look. So I started by placing tape around the center portion of each of my candles. I wanted them to be opposite of each other. So I wanted the paint to be on the top half of one and the paint to be on the bottom half of the other. Now to get the majority of my paint on there, I needed to tape off one whole section of each of the candles. So I grabbed some craft paper and taped that around so that when I sprayed, that section would not get any paint on it. And then I took the candles outside and did 2 coats of spray paint on each of them. Next, I'm going to remove the tape once everything has dried. To get the ombre look, I honestly just held the candle holder in my hand and then I sprayed lightly along the edge, and that gave me that gradient look. You really don't have to add a lot of paint here. Honestly, less is more, and it doesn't take much, and then you have that ombre effect. And here's how they look styled together in my office. This basket, this is cute. So I made this into a little hanging sign. I love this basket. It was thrifted. I definitely think I could update this. So let's try to do something with this basket.
Okay, so I removed the old sign that I had used previously. So I gathered some yarn that I felt like represented fall really well and some of the colors that I was drawn to, and I just cut them down into long pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in about the middle and hot glue 3 or 4 pieces to one side. I'm going to wrap them around the side and then I'll just continue to hot glue. I'll come in with the green color next, and then go on to my brown color. I thought this basket would be really cute to add in some florals and make a wall arrangement. These stems I picked up last year from Dollar Tree, but they have a ton of different variety to choose from for the fall. With the stems, I put them a little off center so you were able to see the basket behind them.
Hey guys, I'm Liz and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.